man, this is a good one. Oh, yeah!
Hey everybody, Ken Barkup with Raised Right Outdoors. And you gotta ask the question, what is Raised Right Outdoors? What we do is we take kids who have not hunted or who have previous experience but no success, and we give them the tips and tricks that we've learned over the year to help make them successful. We encourage you to follow along, take some of the tips and tricks that we've learned over the years and apply them to your own hunt.
Raised Right Outdoors means to me a fresh start, a new beginning, a change. Change is always good. And when it's a change that can help someone, am I a great hunter? Absolutely not. Am I a great fisherman? Absolutely not. But do I love kids? Yes, I do. Do I like to have a good time? Amen, brother. I like to have a good time.
If you can get them out and get them an immediate successful hunt, they're going to be way more engaged. A lot of times parents think it's hard to take a kid out hunting. In actuality, it's a whole lot easier than think. If you build a good foundation, getting your kids out and getting them a successful kill is not all that difficult. We'll show you how to do it.
So when Ken Barkup came to me, it's like, hey Bobby, I want you to come and join me at Raised Right Outdoors. I was thinking, you know, what do I possibly have to offer this guy? And then when he explained to me what Raised Right Outdoors was, then I knew what my role was automatically. And that was to play with the kids. Ken's gonna be the instructor for the kids and I. And you know, we're both gonna learn from him. And at the same time, I'm gonna have the kids, we're gonna be having a good time. You know, we're probably gonna be picking on Ken. We're probably gonna be picking on Bubba. We're probably gonna be picking on Chris. You know, but we're gonna learn a skill. We're gonna learn what it takes to go hunting, to go fishing, to have the knowledge, to have the patience, and to want to do it, to have a passion to grow. And that's what it's about here at Raised Right Outdoors. So that if you want to know why I'm coming along to make you laugh. Look forward to seeing y'all out there.
It's the old saying, if you teach your kids to hunt, you'll never have to hunt for your kids. And what that means is if you get them engaged in the outdoors, into some wholesome activities, when they're older and they're spreading their wings, you'll never have to worry about what they're doing. So follow us along as we take average kids. Not kids who are professional hunters' kids, not kids who have a silver spoon kid, but just average kids with average parents. And we teach them and their parents how to be raised right. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. So you've heard my side, you've heard Bobby's side, and what you're going to see is as we work together, it's unstoppable, it's unbeatable, it's unrepeatable. Stay tuned and pay attention as we take over the world one kid at a time.
With Ken's knowledge and my antics, it's going to be a good ride. Y'all better be hanging on.
Feel free to follow us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/RaisedRightOutdoors. We are also on Twitter at Raised Right Outdoors, and we're on Instagram at, you guessed it, Raised Right Outdoors. Hey everybody, I'm Ken Barkup and I'm the host for Raised Right Outdoors. And one of the things that we really teach heavy on is form. But another part of this game is learning how to aim, and when you can put the two together, that's when you're deadly, that's when you're on the money. The Socko by Saunders Archery allows you to take that perfect form, incorporate perfect aiming, execute a perfect shot, and revel at the reward. So we took the Sockos, and we had 2 days to film. And we had a father and a son come out and shoot with us, and then we went to Redneck Archery Club, which is close to where we're at. And we had a lot of people come through. We had great reviews. Some of the stuff people said was, man, if I had shot this thing before I went out on the course, I would have realized that my sight was off. By focusing on that small 3-inch paddle versus a large bag target, you'll find that you're going to miss high or miss low with the Socko, where you wouldn't normally see that shooting at your bigger targets. Saunders Archery put quite a bit of thought into the size of the paddles of the Sockos. The Socko paddles are 3 inches, which by chance happens to be the same size as the white circle in your NFAA 5 spots. So for those of you that do indoor competitive archery, if you can stand there and hit your Socko 60 times from 20 yards, you've just shot a 300. The Socko is a great addition to any 3D range, to any indoor range, to any deer camp, anything you can think of that would require somebody to really dial in their shot. So here's your final word of caution. I would caution you about getting the Socko, because once you start shooting at it, you're not going to be able to stop. Swing over to sausa.com for all the fantastic products that you'll see featured on Raised Right Outdoors. Hey everybody, I'm Ken Barkoff and I'm the host for Raised Right Outdoors. And when we're traveling across the country and we're teaching kids how to shoot, we don't go anywhere without our firing lines. So what are the advantages of the firing line? You can sit inside on a rainy day and you can still shoot. If it's snowing and you don't want to go outside, you can still shoot. If you want some late night practice the day before a competition, you can sit in your chair, practice your grip, practice your anchor, practice your release, which is the most important to any competition. No excuses, no reason you can't practice, and best of all, there's no fetching arrows. Since the release of Hunger Games, kids' interest in archery has gone through the roof. But when kids get on a bow for the first time, there's anxiety, there's that nervousness because they have all these things to worry about with anchor, with hand position, with release, and there's an arrow coming out of the bow. You can now relieve all that anxiety by first getting all the form issues worked out with the firing line. So we did 2 test groups. We had a group of kids that we worked with the firing line for about 10 minutes, and then the other group we just put them right on the bow. You can clearly see the kids that work with the firing line are much more comfortable and are having much more fun. And if you were to watch a little more closely, you'll see that their learning curve is much greater than the kids who did not work with the firing line. The firing line comes in multiple different weights, 10 to 11 pounds, 25 to 28, and 35 to 37. It's easy to see the firing line has thought of something for everyone. Archery shops, this is a must-have for you guys. Somebody new coming into your shop that wants to try to shoot a bow, let them shoot the firing line first. You'll be able to see any form issues they may have, and you'll keep the environment safe, not only for you and the customer, but for everybody else.